Yo, what's up, guys? I'll back here with another video. Today, the BLAIR build, um, and why I think he's one of the most underrated characters in the game. I think he's extremely overlooked how powerful his gun buffs are. Now I'll show you. As you saw from the Gluttony fight, which should have roughly 200 million HP, I did my part with 2 Glaze and a Lepic. So you can be on par with them as in terms of DPS, right? But on top of that, you can build for survivability and comfort. You'll see now. But what does Backdraft do? Why is he so good with guns? So your flame zones now give you crit rate on firearm instead of crit rate on skills, and you have a default 10% crit damage increase on guns on burning enemies. So you really like fire attack or guns that do fire damage. So your power of fire now, you extinguish now gives you power of fire, which gives you a 8% weak point damage increase per stack up to 3. So that's 24%. And 18% fire attack. This is huge. This is massive. You gain crit rate, weak point, and firearm attack. Like, you gain every single buff for firearms. The only thing is you need a bit of maintenance, right? You need a bit of upkeep to keep your buffs up. So now I'll demonstrate. You want to start your fight usually with 3 flame zones. You want to extinguish them to gain power of fire. Then you want to use your core to replace those fire zones, and you can start DPSing, right? Once in a while, you'll place another flame zone to extinguish it to refresh your power of fire, and you'll place them again to get the crit rate, and you will keep doing that throughout the fight while kiting, while doing the mechanics. That's why I recommend building a bit of cooldown and duration to keep your buffs always at the maximum. And while doing so, you have insane gun damage, right? That's why the downside is the upkeep, right? Or you would be insanely strong. But yeah, let's get to the modules. I went with HP amplification, increased HP. You want to tackle the hardest content in the game, you definitely want to survive. So I went with resistances this time, and a flex slot for an immunity. So you can pretty much be immune to every boss in the game by swapping out this Almandine slot with any anti solution, right? There's like for every element there is one of these, right? I went with obviously antifreeze because gluttony. You want shot focus, obviously. You want nimble fingers, time distribution, and skill extension and MP accelerant to maximize your uptime on your buffs. And that's it. That's pretty simple build. Really good survivability, good uptime, and a lot of gun damage, obviously. You could do something cheeky if you want. You could replace that for time distribution for like backdraft. No, wait, drive shaft, just for a bit more damage when rolling firearm attack or when rolling fire rate. Right? You could do that if you don't care about survivability. But I rather have this comfort and this more cooldown, right? As your external components, you want Veteran Marksman. It's just the best gun damage set. You want HP on the power, MP recovery and HP recovery. Defense, I don't have any, but that's fine. You're tanky enough, as you can see from the base stats. Max HP and shield. I have 20k defense and 17k HP, plus resistances and immunity. This build feels extremely good to play, honestly. Weapons, I went with all weapons of synergize well with his kit. So like Greg, fire bombardment, and during legacy you want fire attack, and then I rolled fire attack on piercing light, which I think snipers are pretty good with him because they have eye base crit, so you can make use of all your nice buffs. I'll go over the builds. My usual Greg build. The reason I don't go with concentration priority is because I want to have a flex special mod. So that's why I do not use it. But I use fatal critical instead. Also, this is not a general rounds weapon, so concentration priority is not as much value. It's still the best, but yeah. Then I go piercing light with these mods. Here I have toxic enhancement. Ideally, you would like a flex slot for any kind of enhancement. I had but this has a default rutile, so I just go with toxic enhancement. As you can see, it still performs really well even against Devourer. I really like dopaminergic activate to have consistent crits on your strongest hit every 10 seconds. So I really like this for consistent damage. And then during legacy, the classic. Yep. As your reactor, you want just skill duration and skill cooldown. Don't care about at all. Your skill damage is worthless, honestly. So yeah, you just want duration and skill cooldown. Now you can fit with the same polarities this build, which is perfect for farming. I really enjoy this spammy flamethrower build. I use the same reactor because you have enough damage to kill anyway, right? To kill mobs, to be mobbing and do special ops. I'll show you some clips of him, how he performs in special ops, and yeah, and farming. But I think that's it for this one. Stay tuned, guys. I'm gonna cover even more gun builds. Probably next is Sharon or Lepic, since they synergize well too, right? And yeah, see you in the next one, guys.